Hi everyone, this is Yogesh Kapoor, and today I'm going to be reviewing the movie The Joker. When they first announced that they were going to make a standalone movie, The Joker, I was a little bit skeptical because I was mesmerized by Heath Ledger's Joker, which I saw 11 years back, and I fell in love with that character. Joker is the most celebrated villain in the comic book industry, and in this movie, we had Joaquin Phoenix play the Joker, and I am glad to say that he had his own compared to Heath Ledger's Joker. I mean, we shouldn't even be comparing because Heath Ledger's Joker was iconic, but in this standalone movie, Joaquin Phoenix really had to dig deep in his performance because this version of the Joker is even more darker. It's basically the origin story of the most iconic villain, and director Todd Phillips has really shown us that how society causes this guy with a mental disease to become the Joker that he is. And if from the beginning of the movie, when they introduce the character towards till the end, it's in bits and pieces how a lot of negative stuff happens to him and how society is actually the hypocrite and the culprit behind creating the Joker. I mean, the things this guy has to face in the movie, and the mental illness he has. I'm not going to get too much into the story, but uh, all I can say is that it was brilliantly performed. Joaquin Phoenix. He did a lot of in-depth studying. He went to a lot of mental patients to study his character, and he did justice to the role. There's a few parts in the movie which I really liked. One was when the soundtrack. It wasn't by Hans Zimmer this time who did The Dark Knight. It was by someone I don't really know, but they gave it a very good soundtrack, especially when the part where the Joker comes into play, into character, and the music just sticks with you. Overall, even Robert De Niro's character, who plays a TV show host, Murray, uh, even though he only had like two or three scenes, he stands out. And the other characters in the movie were there, but you don't really notice them. Maybe because Joaquin Phoenix is so in his element that he just sucks in your attention throughout. What else I liked about the movie was that it's set in the 80s in Gotham City, and there was no technology back then, so you saw a lot of old school stuff. There were no metal detectors, the subway, the way things used to happen back then, the mental hospital, the way medication and all was given, and how people would be living off government subsidies and stuff. It's just nostalgia, when you if you've seen movies from before. Something I think they shouldn't have done was a lot of this movie was referencing Taxi Driver and uh, the greatest comic or the greatest comedian. Both were Scorsese movies, and if you've seen Scorsese movies, these were from the 70s and 80s. Um, there's a lot of touch of it in this movie. I think they could have done away with it, but again, it kind of uh, brings in that 80s nostalgia. Overall, I think it was a brilliantly done movie from beginning to end. My eyes were stuck on it. Joaquin Phoenix has played the Joker uh, very well. And what I also liked was the movie kind of strayed away from the normal comic book origin story. It had elements of it, but not completely. But one thing I'm really glad about is it left us with the same concept of uh, how the previous origin stories have been shown, from how Joker caused Batman to come about, and it kind of ties into that. And it's just so brilliantly done. I won't talk much about it in this review, but this is a non spoiler review. But definitely, it's a must watch. Joaquin Phoenix deserves an Oscar nomination if he doesn't, if not the win. But I really think it's his best performance ever. You should go watch it. The soundtrack is good. The cinematography is good. I would definitely give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And if you still haven't bought your tickets, please do. It is a must watch movie. Thank you for watching my review. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and I will come back with a full review of The Joker very soon. Take care.